And welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2. Oh yes, it's always good to dive back into this game. It's only been a couple of days since the stream, and I'm already itching to play again. So, here we are. Despite the new party makeup, Pelagina has made her return, as has Serufen. There we go. So, after the stream, just a couple of things to sort out. First of all, we had to level up Pelagina and Serufen, which we've done. Nothing really too groundbreaking there. But we've also respect for Doran. If you recall, he's so heinously burglarised. Good old Arkham here, and who knows about the crime, and in the process obtained this rather nice grimoire of Ninagal's teachings. So we've respect according to this, which is nothing majorly different, so I won't bore you with it, but once we get into battle, there may be a couple of different spells he uses once in a while, and we'll try to endeavour where we can to increase his use of flame spells. I mean, he is a scion of flame after all, and has a ring of focused flame, which could come in handy. Who knows? We'll see. Perhaps he'll start to live up to his namesake. So that's a little bit about him, and we've spent some of our coin. We had about 34,000 coin, we're down to 13,000 because we have upgraded, enchanted Adair's armour to exceptional, in addition to this gladiator sword as well, because he's swording and boarding it at the moment. Jyoti, her sickle, and her lantern, again, both upgraded to exceptional quality. So that's the enchantments that were done for those guys. Kind of thinking that we've got a bit of coin to spare. I'm thinking that we should also upgrade their sword. Okay. What am I thinking about? No, that's not right. Oh, it was this one. Apologies. Yeah, offensive parry for this one. It's pretty decent. Extra deflection against melee weapons and a counter-attack, but he's not using that, he's using the sword and bow, so we'll hang fire with that one. Yeah, so that's fine. So yeah, enchantment's done, party, reformed, and Fedoran, got it. Respect. So all in all, we're good to go. And look at this! I hadn't noticed! We bought some upgrades to our ship, including these lanterns, and look at them! Oh, they look fantastic. Right on fitting with the colour scheme. Oh, very happy about that. They look fabulous. All we need now is two great whopping feathers somewhere on the boat, and Fedoran will be in his element. Right, I'm recording this session really late. It's 10:30 at night. I got delayed. I sat down to play about sort of 5 to 10, and I thought, oh, bummer. I've got some respecking and stuff to do, which is just taking me half an hour to get everything sorted. So, I don't know how long the session will go on for, but we can't afford to dither and dally, so we're just kind of pressing on as quickly as we can, so we can at least see some action today. And what we are planning to do today is to head to Dunnage. We haven't been here on this island, because it was too high a level when we first went up here, so we will return to this some point. But yes, we're off to Dunnage because there's a few things to do over there. And as we're en route, something seems to shift on the horizon. The Deadfire Sea is calm, and Lord Fedoran cuts smoothly across its surface, gulls trailing in the craft's wake. At the wheel, Beardil whistles quietly to himself. Or the Mad and little Luca stand near the starboard rail, quietly discussing the safest course to your destination. All so peaceful and brilliant. It continues to creak across the waves. Fedoran just stood around enjoying the fine weather, observing from a distance as his crew go about their business. The breeze tugs at his clothes as the salt-laced air shifts. So peaceful, so majestic, so glorious. Until, perhaps, A long grey line stretches across the horizon. It seems to shimmer like the air on a hot day. Aura's nose wrinkles at the sailor stares into the distance. No storm that, too low and growing too fast. Seraphin's ears flatten against the sides of his head. Flogging fuck cap. Whatever that mother be, she'd be moving with a quickness. Best be bringing her about while you've a her to bring. A quiet rumble rolls across the sea as the line grows a massive swell of water barreling toward the Lord Fedoran. Oh, sorry, it's a storm. It's a great big storm. Batten down the hatches. Yeah. Don't let it roll us, keep at an angle! Fedora's shouting. Oh my god! Despite the crew's efforts, the wave continues to rise to one side of the ship even as it vanishes from the other. The deck's angle moves ever nearer vertical. Whether the ship breaks through the wave or the wave breaks over it, the result is the same. Thousands of gallons of water slamming across the hull with wood-rending force. Oof. The swell moves past, leaving the sea heaving in its wake. As the Lord Fedoran steadies, you regain your feet and take stock of the damage. Beardle clings to the wheel like it might try to fly away. What in the good God's names was that? Or the mad groans from behind a cargo crate that pinned the poor sailor against the hull. The crew moved to bind the mariner's wounds. Little Luca frowns out across the calming sea. Came from the southeastern Deadfire, Captain, round Tikawara, if I had to guess. Or the Black Isles. Maybe there was an eruption or quake or something. After the drama, we sail on, just about. Goodness grief. Right, what's that? Aura the Mad. 12 days with broken bones. A deckhand. We'll put you there. We'll put you there. Let her get better. Okay. Hopefully there shall be no more melodramas. We should have bought supplies whilst we were in Nekataka, it seems. Perhaps a spot of medicine too. A deck of many things. He's not going straight for us, is he? Nah, I didn't think he looked like he was. An abandoned village. Yeah, let's take a look. There's Dunnage. Just slight detour. We'll be back in a second. Yeah, and then once we've finished here, we might as well do a little bit of exploration, just in the general vicinity. Rice. Tarloaf. Agate. Palmstone. Rice. And we're done. Just a little bit of exploration to pass the time. Why not, eh? Okay, onwards to glory. Now they start singing shanties when I'm arrived at my location, you know. Want to listen to them, can't now, we've arrived. So here we are in Dunnage.
What I just can't figure is how anyone could treasure animancy over the grace of our divine's guiding hand.
Because the mercy of Kith is less capricious than the gods' guiding hands.
Funny, that doesn't answer my question.
Well, good to see Pelagina and Jyoti getting on like a house on fire, isn't it? Right, we're in the docks area. Lifter's Refuge, Dunnage House. Just how big is this place?
That can't
Did
be
you
who I
catch the
think
new
it
play
is.
by the Peg Leg performers yet? It's awful.
The Green Menace? That I did. Made me want to poke out my eyes.
Sounds like somebody recognised us. Udita.
Damn me for a buttered slice of hardtack. It's you, ain't it?
The pale elf squints at you and puffs on her pipe. Acrid smoke from the bowl wreathes her face. Fedoran, yes, Fedoran, Captain of the Lord Fedoran, at your service. And you are?
Angry by the thumbs. At your service, he says. I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name whose ships need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler.
Ah, it sounds to me you are talking the language of bounties. Ah, so you have heard of my escapades so far, bringing those ne'er-do-wells to justice? Ah, well, where do I start?
You read me like a book, you do. Then let's talk business, eh? You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold.
Oh, well, I'll consider it.
Of course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a voyager early muster in the waters north of Nakataka and south of Sayuka.
Okay, so, I mean, Rowataian ship, have we got any reason to start scuttling Rowataian ships? These are pirates we're working for, so we'll kind of ponder that. We might not do it, depending on what's involved and who that person is.
No problem.
If it's just a Rowataian captain going about his business, I'd be less inclined to want to strike him down for no apparent reason. Well, there's a poor man here, sat down in the dirt.
Yeah, sure.
A large Armauer sailor sits on the docks, broad shoulders hunched forward, back bowed. When he shifts, his blue-green skin ripples over his hulking muscles.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol, I can't even swing a sword accurately now. Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
Oh dear, it's a very sad affair. What's happened to you?
Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of entertainment for others? I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see?
Very sad indeed.
Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one'll have me for work.
I was hoping we could take him on board the Lord Fedora. I'm sure we could find something for him to do, but it seems we can't give him the option, so tossing him 5 coppers instead.
Andra's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
Oh, no trouble, no trouble. Oh, it's a shame. Neglected pig. Oh, we can't have neglected pigs around here. What's going on? Chauncey.
Keep moving. This here is for the crew of the Divine Barge. You ain't a part of it, so you ain't getting inside.
Ah, that's so. I don't think we want to start asking around about Giacomo just yet. Or maybe we do. We'll go inside here first. Can we go inside here?
Yeah.
Oh. This is Dunnage House. I thought we could go inside.
Sure.
There doesn't appear to be an option to do so. Okay.
Keep moving. This here is for the crew of the Divine Barge. You ain't a part of it, so you ain't getting inside.
Oh, you're not getting inside. Ah, I see. Right, okay. Makes sense. So we'll bring up Giacomo. Might as well cut to the chase while we're here.
Have you tried the wild mare in Nekataka? I'm sure they have a boy or two who would let you call him Giacomo for a couple hours.
Oh, very funny.
Père Complanque, and
Oh,
let us pass.
oh dear.
I know you have Giacomo. I have known him since I was a girl in the Republics.
So, why should I care?
He saved my life. He has saved the lives of many of our kind. Whatever you think he has done, you have the wrong idea about him.
Eh.
She's telling the truth. Fedoran backing up Balagina's story.
Fine. I probably won't live to regret this.
She turns to the door while sliding a key from a pouch at her waist. With a quick twist, the door is unlocked and opened.
After you.
Ah, thank you. Ah, it's a good job we did talk to her now, isn't it?
I am Tatzatl, captain of the Divine Barge. What has brought you to this place?
Ah, this is the man we seek. Yes, should we let Palagina crack on with this one? Yeah, she doesn't have quite the same diplomatic charm as Fedor, and he thinks he better handle affairs here. Yeah, well, we've come for the Animancer you've abducted. Goes by the name of Giacomo.
I see. We ourselves have been debating what to do with Giacomo for quite some time.
Oh, there he is. Giacomo stands near the back of the room, nervously assessing you. Though he appears unharmed, he flinches at every movement the pirates make. Tatzatl looks to the ceiling, apparently lost in thought. He sighs deeply and closes his eyes for an uncomfortably long time. At last his head drops and he nods resolutely.
We are lost in the woods. You will guide us out by traveling the branching paths of Altleha.
Excuse me?
A forest is defined by its boundaries. There are a finite number of ways through a forest, just as there are a finite number of ways this can end. I know the ways out of the forest, but you will choose the paths to take.
I choose the path of death! Oh God, there's just so many options in this game that I just would just so love to pick. It would be so hilarious. But we can only be resort to imagining what would happen. Anyway, very well. We shall do as we must. The captain draws forth a small wax tablet and a plain metal stylus. He scratches a few words on the tablet and lightly poises the stylus over the surface before looking to you.
A woman is with a child, and she learns that if the child is born, it will suffer greatly and have a short life. If she ends the child's life before it truly begins, is this good or bad?
Saw enough of that during the Legacy. Answer simple enough. When they ended it early, that was bad beyond measure. And when they didn't, same thing.
Should we sit on the fence with this one? It's maybe a bit more complicated than that. It's very difficult to ascertain. It's never good sitting on the fence for Dunn.
It is. But I am the Pathmaster, and you are the Traveler. I decide what paths exist, and you decide what paths you take.
Oh, fine. Well, I suppose it is bad. Nature should run its course, if you ask me. His only response is to briskly make a small mark on his wax tablet. It's just like one of those little adventure books.
You discover a powerful new technology, but you are afraid some people may misuse it for ill purposes. Would you destroy the technology, regulate access to it, or make it available to everyone equally?
Certainly it should not be destroyed. It would only be a matter of time before someone else made the same discovery.
Yes, well, I don't think we're going to destroy it. Restrictions? But then who would make the restrictions? And would those restrictions benefit certain people more than others, rising others to power and whilst casting down others? It's a difficult decision, isn't it? I make it available to everyone without restriction. The consequences are as they will be, again, letting almost like nature take its course. He nods and makes another small mark on the wax tablet.
An enemy of yours is being persecuted. The grounds of the persecution are, by measure of your own compass, unfair. Would you allow the persecution to continue, or would you intervene to stop it?
Oh, well, that's an easy answer for me. Honesty is the best policy, if you ask me. An enemy and all that, I would stop it, and perhaps my actions would in fact turn that enemy into a friend when they see that I have done right by them. He looks down at the wax tablet and makes a third small mark.
You learn that someone who does great good for many people is unintentionally going to do great harm to many people. The harm may not be great, or it may be so great that it dwarfs the good they have done. You have an opportunity to prevent this by killing them. Do you do so?
No, I would not kill a person like that. No. You said that there may be a possibility. It's not certain. No, I would not kill them.
Very well.
He makes a fourth mark on the tablet, then takes it in both hands, counting the tallies.
Your path has led to this conclusion. Giacomo will be killed and his research destroyed.
What? Okay, so basically he was recounting exactly what he's done, I'm assuming. He's made a great discovery. I don't know about the killing his friend bits and stuff, but okay. Your path has led to this conclusion. He will be killed. Oh, Fedora, what have you done?
Que? What is this? You haven't even explained what he's done.
Oh, dear.
Giacomo has discovered a method by which one may detect a godlike fetus in a mother's womb.
Tatsattle's words hang in the air. The captain waits for Palagina's reaction, but she remains silent. She clenches her jaw and nods for Tatsattle to continue.
In the Deadfire archipelago, parents consider a godlike child to be a blessing. From Bereth and Helia to Andra and Galawain, all are beloved, save those of Scan. Appearing mutilated at birth, many godlike of Scan are killed with the tacit approval of the tribe. Those who aren't killed lead miserable lives.
Yeah, so this is all playing out, the questions that he asked. That is indeed awful.
I agree, as does my crew, which is why we decided to bring Giacomo here to decide what should be done about him, and his research.
And now you're going to kill him because of how the Watcher answered your stupid riddles.
Don't bring me into this, although it is our fault, technically speaking.
Yes.
I have to say, I think it's a poor way to make a life or death decision.
There may be superior ways to debate this subject, but it is the best approach I could conceive.
Please, feel free to elaborate further on what the hell is going on here.
Our group was conflicted, so I posed to you a series of hypothetical questions, absent the specific context of our current problem. While you may have deduced some hint of the context during the questioning, it was a less biased method of reasoning than we were engaged in. After all, for us, This is a matter of life and death.
Yeah.
Now, if you will excuse us, we must deal with the matter at hand. You have my word that it will be swift.
God, what do we do? This has not played out how I thought it would. So, Pallegina's looking panicked. Oh, do you know, this is so bad, this is so awful. But given the questions, that how he answered them, then their reasoning for killing this man is kind of in line with our thought process. But it's a little bit different, though. He's discovered a way to discover the nature of the fetus. But that in itself is not enough for killing a man, if you ask me. Oh. Gods above. Okay. No matter the reasoning, this doesn't feel right. They're just about to kill a man. And just for discovering something. It makes no sense. No, we can't let this happen. We can't let this happen. We've got to intervene. We've got no choice. We can't stand idly by here. I don't disagree with either. Oh, balls!
I cannot make the same promise, Captain. Permet consuelias!
Oh, shoot. We're surrounded. Oh, okay. Well, this is a mess we've got ourselves in, I'm afraid to say.
Trouble.
Oh, boy. It's times like this you wish you had... Oh, he's going to get killed anyway. Oh, no. This is going to be a misery, isn't it? He's going to die anyway, because they're going to attack him, and we're going to end up with everybody dead. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, she can take on him. Right. Everybody else, can we move?
Let's go.
Quickly.
Nice hit.
It is no use. I cannot hit.
Oh, they've killed him! How on earth could we stop that? There was no way we could get to him quick enough. Oh, man. This is a mess. Well, I know what you're saying. You probably know. I'm not surprised. When it comes to Fedora and talking, things don't always go quite so smoothly. That's why he is as he is, unfortunately. Bless his heart. Right, this is very bad. There's no battle music.
Smart stoning.
Holy hell. Pallegina is surrounded here. Quite badly. Right, let's go with a... Whispers of Treason.
I need to try something else.
There we go, that'll help. Right, and we're going to go... I've forgotten how to use her completely now, almost. Is this the accuracy one? Yes, the accuracy one. We'll go for Shared Flames. Here we go. And then we'll go for a... Delayed Fireball. Now that would be some damage. Scion of Flame, you say? Scion of Flame, you say?
I hope nobody saw that.
Wrath of the Five Sons. And we'll go with a... Silent Scream.
Me too, man.
Death to those
Quick heal.
After him. Right on target.
Nice.
Another attack, Cap.
Let's go with a power strike. That'll be good. Let's use that. Not used that one yet.
I need to try something else.
That work? Did it hit him? Not sure. Right. Same again, please. Oh, whispers of treason. Let's have a look. Let's give her a help. Let's do some chain lightning here.
Test in my endurance.
After him.
Ooh, Pallegina, what are you doing?
Got him.
Where's the... Level 7. Where's Ninagao's death ray? He's got Ninagao's killing bolt right there. Yeah? In the grimoire, Ninagao's teachings. But for whatever reason, it's not showing as a 7th level spell. Why not? Why is it not coming up here?
That was about as useful.
Interesting. Not sure what's going on there, but anyway. We need some assistance here. Concussive missiles might do the trick.
Was a bump on a pickle.
Right, we've got disintegration.
Me too.
Nice hit.
Oof, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, that's better. It's all
Ahoy.
kicking off. Oh, nice. 2 down, 1 to go.
What did they ever do to you?
Let's go.
I'll be more than half-handy, alright?
Madiko. Tatsato left us no choice. And I couldn't save Joccolo. Still, thank you for trying, Watcher.
Tears brim at the edges of Pallegina's golden eyes, her inner membranes swiftly wiping them away.
I will always remember what he did for me. What he tried to do for me. For my kind. To think that Tatsatl and his crew were willing to kill for this. For the mere possibility that Joccolo's research could be misused. Did they really have that much to fear?
No. I don't believe so. I think there was much ado about nothing.
Ach, I concur. I am glad that we put an end to him and his crew. I only wish that it had not cost Joccolo his life.
She cast her eyes on the old man's crumpled form one last time. She could only bear it for a moment before flinching away and turning to face you.
Let us leave this place.
Yes, indeed, let us do so. Okay, that's really bugging me. I don't know why. If anybody knows the answer to this question, why this grimoire is not allowed, or why we've not got Ninagao's Death Ray available to us as a 7th level spell when it's in our grimoire, which means we should be able to cast it. I have no clue. Ninagao's Shadow Flame at level 4. Is that available? Yeah, that's there. Bit of moorings there and that. It's just this one that's missing. Or is it maybe... Oh, I was going to say maybe it's because we're not high enough level, but that can't be right. Because we had it previously. We unlocked it ourselves manually before. All the other spells seem to be here, apart from that one. It's very odd. Very odd indeed. Right, anyhow,
No problem.
this quest has not gone according to plan.
Sure.
I'm afraid to have to say. Oh, what's this? The search for a Kaizo. Kind of journal entry.
Yeah?
Right, let's take a look around, shall we? Before we leave. Exceptional plates.
Yeah. Got it.
Heart Chime Amulet. Nimbus of Death. Death godlike or watcher only. 5% chance to instantly destroy a kith or beast with less than 100 health on hit. Heartfire. Fire godlike only. Moon godlike, nature godlike, marine godlike, avian godlike, endings godlike. Different godlike bonuses. So this would be for instance, Remgren. Oh, interesting. I don't know how he's stripped of his clothing, but there you go. Sorry about that. Bad business, that, my friends. Bad business. Right. Next
Got it.
port of call. We need to find Captain Ferrante. And Seraphim is ready to level up. A trim man in practical, well-crafted leathers watches you from the corner of his eyes. When he catches you looking his way, his hand drifts casually to the dagger at his hip and lingers for a moment. Then he smiles, the corners of his hazel eyes crinkling with genuine warmth, and waves you over.
A cozy traveler. Care to hear a tale? Well,
Yeah, why not? Whilst stood in the rain.
I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age. I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the Republics. I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake.
Ah, yes, go on. He gives you a small smile and an easy shrug of his shoulders.
I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings. But they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonisetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the Republics.
Fedora shall remain silent. He's cast enough judgments inside there.
I would like to make amends to Bonisetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well, I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again.
A very riveting story. Thank you for sharing, but I really must dash.
Corres.
Although you just got a friend. A woman of early middle years, dressed fine, if dirty, with armour adorned, with bright purple piping.
Fair day, traveler. Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
Let's get her story while we're here. Why not?
Lady adventurer at your humble service. I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen.
The field, you say?
Aye, the living lands most off, but the Deadfire as well of late. And my goodness, if you think the Deadfire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a Lady of Luxury's afternoon luncheon, in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that.
You often get into trouble, then?
Oh, dear me, yes. Can't seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Aora, the skimps. If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all.
You get any good stories out of it, at least?
Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see?
She pulls back her hair and shows you her mangled ear. It looks like something had a good chew on it.
Lost an entire research team along with the ear. Rather a long day, that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say I much agree. It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all. I found her, though, mostly intact even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it, aye. But I do go on, don't I?
Well, it's good to hear a story or two. And look, the rain has stopped. But yes, now I must bid you farewell as well. Good day.
Travel quick, travel quiet.
A stray cat called Zorro.
Leave it to me.
Oh. Just when we thought it was safe to come out. Look at this. Different parts of the city. The free city of Dunnage, no less. So where would Ferrante be? We have the Radiant Court, we have the Balefire Beacon, and the King's Coffin. The court, perhaps? The Treasure Trove, Pegleg Performers, Radiant Court Sundries, Radiant Court Bar, Ramsau's Emporium. I don't think he's here. It looks like a bit of a kind of a thriving market kind of area with some entertainment thrown in for good measure. Which is perfectly fine with Fedoran. Sure. Bit of entertainment and performance too. Why not? And some shopping as well, although we've spent our coin, but who's to say that we can't come back here in due course and take what, or buy rather, what we want. Burner.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here.
Why is that name familiar?
What can I stock you up with today?
Okay, we've got a selection of fruit. Spices are always welcome because we use them for a particular dish. Luminous lobster. Wow. What else do we need for our recipes? Oil was another one. One of them. Tahiwa snappers another. Mauro coral, maybe? I've got it written down in my notes, I think. Yeah. So we need oil, swordfish, and Mauro coral.
repeat customer. What can I stock you up?
So did she have any swordfish? No, but she's got marrow coral though. Okay.
No
So
problem.
what is this?
Andra's gills. There's no hope.
And it is not. There doesn't seem to be an audience. That's not a good start, is it, for a performer? Before we get to that, let's just
Did you hear?
bit more
The
shopping.
gilded kestrel was lost at sea.
From Goldfinch Fleet?
Careful of that
Impossible
one.
with her wealth.
The Watcher's
One
friends
no
with
one to
Benwith.
bribe.
Don't
A
want to
floating
get on
hangman
Hyder's
gone.
bad side then, eh?
Now they're bones.
Looking for work. I've got coin and a few scores to settle.
Oh, is that more bounties? Rosanella.
So you're the captain the old pork's been talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome sort. Welcome to Dunnage. What are you having? I'll pour you a double.
What do you know about the floating hangman? Why on earth would we ask about that? I have no clue. Just a good selection of alcohol as per usual. Okay, maybe
If it's a
Fedoran
drink you're wanting, what are you having?
has heard about
I'll
it on
pour
the
you a
old
double.
grapevine. Her eyes go wide and she fumbles a bottle of spirits, spilling rum all over the counter. What a good waste of rum.
No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
Sounds ominous.
Got it.
That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one. A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. What's happened?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything. My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm. We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks. But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off.
Well, you may be in luck. I have a modicum of flair about me and a well-travelled individual, and I'm sure my party here will say I'm not a bad actor. But let me get to the details. What's your play about exactly?
Only the biggest thing to hit the Deadfire since the Valian Trading Company started hunting us like sea hounds. I'm talking about Aethus storming through the archipelago and capsizing nearly a whole fleet of our ships.
Well, you're in luck twice over, because I also am up to speed with this circumstance, this situation, well invested in it, you might say. He's not going to ask what they need to improve the play. He knows what they need to improve the play. They need him. I don't know if we're actually physically going to take part, but we can only hope. Fedoran offering his services.
Really? Well, that's great. Then we could... Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this?
Why look a gift horse in the mouth? I don't see anybody else stepping forward to help you. Do you?
Right. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethus.
A wizard and an oaf. It sounds like we're actually recruiting people and not actually taking part. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, we're a wizard, for heaven's sake. Can't we put ourselves forward?
I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunnage, Tiana at the King's Coffin. But
Unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethus.
What about that blind Amawa?
Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
Tidy performance. I reckon there's more than one candidate that you can pick. And if you pick the wrong ones, it goes horribly wrong.
Sure.
I'm kind of intrigued. Will that? Can we actually ask that big? That because he was an owl, you know, that Amawa, that blind Amawa. Give him something. Give him a purpose. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Might try that to finish the session off. You know, I'm intrigued.
You carry yourself like a person well acquainted with violence. Care to put your skills to use for
Bounties? No. No bounties. Right. What exactly are you talking about?
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Legendary nightmares, more like. After how they did the crew with a virtuous reward. Even that bastard Benwith wanted nothing to do with them.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henqua's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me. So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
Well, they sound like they are indeed nasty individuals. What am I looking for exactly?
The firebrand had a mascot. A useless little bastard, who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes. Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few zarops and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
Okay, and who's next on the list?
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henqua's former first mate and a rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll.
Oh, don't worry, I'm a very careful individual. And anyone else?
You'll be going after Katren, the firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it, she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate.
Oh, yes, well, you and Arkemir are good friends. Perhaps I can bend his ear about this Katren.
Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day.
And finally?
I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both. I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henqua. Torkar was last seen at Lifter's refuge here in Dunnage, dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen.
Oh, right here. Good grief. Right, okay. Well, I have noted them down, and I shall tick them off one at a time and return to you with good news. It shan't be long.
Happy hunting.
Thank you. Stray dogs, stray cats, stray pigs.
Ask for Irina in the king's coffin. She'll make you see stars.
You half-masted sot! She's got to be 90 years old!
Oh dear. More shopping?
Welcome to my emporium. What would you like to buy today?
Ooh, we've got some stuff. Pale hide. Eager blade. An estoc, two-handed. Oh, I saw a battle axe and I almost jumped out my skin, and then I read two-handed. Oh, you're joking. Wow. That is insanely good at a battle axe, though. Holy cow. Damn. Quite tempted for more reagents. I think that'll do us.
Yeah?
That's a crying shame about that axe. You probably say, well, why don't you just switch him to two-handed? But the build really works best with dual wield.
Why not?
More shopping? No. The first thing you notice about this man is the nature of his attire. Loud, in clashing reds and purples, bright as a peacock. On second glance, you see that he's tall and lanky, boyishly handsome in an unkempt way, with a trim beard and a friendly smile. He hums a little tune to himself as he watches the passers-by.
My good sir, hello.
He gives you a frightfully cheery wave and beckons you closer.
Whatever might I do for you?
Oh, nothing much, just passing on through. Who might you be?
I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor.
Ah, an actor.
Stage, tavern, street corner. They are as much my home as where I lay my head at night. So, I travel Aora, looking for opportunities to share my gifts with the grateful masses, wherever that may lead me. The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary lives. Yes, you could say we're doing the gods' work.
As he speaks, you notice that the toes of his soft boots are worn thin. A closer inspection reveals that his robes are unravelling at the hems and are well patched at the elbows too. Yes, quite the actor. When it comes to telling tall tales too, I notice. You are broke, aren't you?
How dare you? But you're not wrong, to my great chagrin. Times have been tough of late, what with the giant statues smashing up the place, and few in the Deadfire have coin to spare besides. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating a foreign dignitary. Damn fools don't understand the blistering wit of my satire, I tell you. I had to learn to protect myself as a result, though I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more than fighting off wolves, or throttling a thief with designs on my satchel. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I could talk myself out of nearly anything, you know.
Yes, well, you certainly can do that, I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. I must say it's gratifying to be recognized for one's talents. All things being equal, I'd much rather recite a sonnet than swing an axe, but a man's got to make his way in the world any way he can.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I shall leave you to your prattling. Farewell.
May luck accompany you on the road, my friend.
I'm intrigued. We keep getting the opportunity to
Good day,
ask.
Whatever, I'm certain there's no need to stage, tavern, street, the common. How dare! But It's quite difficult. I had to thank the gods. Wealth, all things being equal.
Just, yeah.
I'd much male luck.
Just the same conversation, just it doesn't get greyed out for some reason.
You got something you want to tell me?
Right then.
My old captain was from the day he was born to the day he died.
Sounds like a shop, the treasure trove. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, a treasure trove indeed.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor. Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
I will that. We have a flail, sun and moon. Looks pretty decent to me, but we don't use a flail. Squid's grasp, a rapier. Rekfu's stained grasps. Against death denied. And mirrorback. Fire deflects against ranged weapons, +2 to stealth. Chance to reflect spells. Could be a pretty good cape for Seraphim, this, you know. Opal tier cameo, giving us a siren summon. Thank you, we'll take that. Void ward. And then some potions. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Just bear with me. Talk of intellect. +1 to intellect, but nothing else. Ring of minor deflection. Just 2 deflection. Cloak of protection. We already have one of them. Iridescent scale. There's a couple of scrolls and a necklace of fireballs. Alright, I don't think there's anything here really that jumps out as, oh my god, I gotta buy that. The scale looks pretty decent though, but who would wear it? Only a dare, but he's got his own, so just the extra summon, if you don't mind, to add to our ever-growing collection of 8 items that we or creatures that we can summon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're pretty much done here. So one last thing before we end the session then. Do want to just check if we can hire the Armour for the acting job. There is this ogre somewhere in this area as well, apparently. Don't know where he is. He said it's somewhere in Lifter's Refuge, didn't he?
Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
Yeah, look at that, we can. I have some work for you, sir. How would you feel about playing the part of Eothas on stage?
What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is.
Okay. You don't have to do a great deal. You can just speak a few lines and stand there looking intimidating. It's very straightforward, really.
Intimidating I can do. Reciting a bunch of namby-pamby lines is going to be the trickier part, but I'm game to try.
He sighs as he straightens his spine, standing even taller to tower over you.
Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to the Radiant Court.
Well, so there you go. We've hired him. I mean, as I said, I think there was possibly opportunities to hire somebody else. We should maybe have scoured the rest of the Dunnage first, but this poor man needs it, doesn't he? So just Tiana to go.
Yeah.
Excellent job indeed. So let's quickly have one last look then. Talker, bit high level. We're in Lifter's Refuge already. So he's somewhere here. I wonder if he's resorted to taking up in the Dunnage house. Not quite so sure, but there's nowhere else here where he could be. But we'll have to check that out in the next session, so join me for that. Until then, see you soon.